Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here, back with the new short movie. The name of this short movie is What If Naruto Had Infinite Powers, and yeah guys, it is an idea suggested to me by one of our subscriber. His name is Saad Khan. Thank you very much my guy for leaving this recommendation in the comments. And yeah guys, many of you have did leave your suggestions as well. I will be working on them as well and uploading good stories. Hopefully you like them as well as you do this one. And if you haven't, then please do leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And without further ado, let's begin with our story. Our story begins in October 10th, at the night time in Konohagakure no Sato, the strongest of the 5 elemental nations, and shinobi villages as well. As we go inside the village to see a giant nine-tailed fox destroying everything in its path. With a mighty roar and swish of its tails, it leveled mountains, and think of what it could do to the village that was in its vicinity. And the villagers, or the shinobi of the said villagers, the warriors that fought to protect the said village, their homeland, were fighting against it in order to protect their home. Alongside, in the guidance of the third Hokage, Hiruzen Sarutobi. Damn it! We cannot hold on for much long. Where is the Hokage when you need it? He wasn't the Hokage. He has long since retired. It was given to the war hero who was named the Yellow Flash in the said war by his enemies. His name was Minato Namikaze, and he wasn't present at the battlefield. That doesn't mean he was a coward or was hiding. He was fighting his own battle against a masked person who claimed to be Madara Uchiha. After defeating him with his Rasengan and injuring him heavily, Minato appeared back to his safe house to take his baby away from his wife, the said child's mother, and arriving at the battlefield to summon Gamabunta as well in order to aid him in fighting off the Kyuubi while he prepared the altar for beginning the sealing process to seal the Kyuubi inside Naruto and make him the Jinchuriki. He was going to prepare the 8 trigram seal. He didn't knew the Hakai Fuin seal yet because Kushina deemed it too dangerous for even Konoha people to know about it, so she kept it a secret because it was an Uzumaki seal. As on the other side, Kushina was rushing towards the battlefield as well, exhausted from just giving the childbirth, but due to her Uzumaki genes, she was rushing towards the battlefield still, even after surviving the Biju extraction, which was quite surprising. Her Uzumaki genes were superior to anything and were healing her quite faster. As she arrived there, just to see that Minato has finished drawing the seal, as she yelled, "Minato, stop! Don't you know what will happen? The people will hate our son. Is this what you want?" "No, I trust people. I trust my people, that they will look at my son as, no, our son as hero. Please, please trust me, Kushina. This will work." As Hiruzen was hearing this as he arrived there, "Minato, what are you going to do?" "I'm going to make Naruto the new Jinchuriki." "Naruto? He's my son. Mine and Kushina's. He will be our hero and savior after the Kyuubi is sealed inside of him." As on the other side, Kyuubi was freed thanks to Gamabunta bucking his sword on the head of it and freeing the Kyuubi from the genjutsu of the masked person. As Kyuubi then narrowed its eyes. "Again? Me, the mighty Kyuubi no Kitsune, again controlled by the pathetic clan? I will destroy it." As the Kyuubi charged a Bijudama and launched it towards the Uchiha clan. But before it could hit it, Minato appeared with the help of his Harishin and at the expense of almost half of his chakra pools, he dispersed the Bijudama away from the village and saving the Uchiha clan as he appeared in front of Naruto panting heavily. As Kushina, with the help of her Kakegenkai, the Uzumaki Adamantium chains, put a hold on the Kyuubi's movement. "Damn it, the Uzumaki chains! This is all over Hashirama Madara and Mito again. I'm not going to go back inside a belly of a child. I have been already imprisoned for more than hundreds of years." The Kyuubi then saw his opening and thrusted his nail towards the said parents. As the said parents jumped, for a moment the child opened its eyes, and the time seemed to stop. Naruto with a mighty roar let out a cry. His voice, high-pitched and with sonic boom, broke the mirrors inside the whole village. As for the Kyuubi, instead of thrusting the nail towards his parents, put it on his rabbit ears to cover the shriek-filled noise. Because of his fox instincts, his hearing was quite sharp, more sharper than the Inuzuka dogs or any other animal. That is why he felt this the most. As that was all the time Minato needed to complete the hand sequence, as the Kyuubi was trapped inside the seal, at the half of his left pool, which was left inside of him, was strained as well. Minato was passed out because of chakra exhaustion. And Kushina was also on the verge of passing out. But whoever was watching the whole battle froze as they saw a child, and the child of nonetheless their hero, the fourth Hokage, saved them with his power. As Hiruzen saw this, his eyes were widened. What just happened? Did 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 Naruto? He said out loud, Yes, Hokage-sama, I saw it. Sensei's son just saved our asses," said Kakashi. "You're right, Kakashi. Anbu, get these two to the medic hospital ASAP. I'll be bringing Naruto to them." "But what about the council, Hokage-sama? They wanted to know some answer. They can wait. Our Hokage's life is in trouble. Once he's out of danger, I will be there instead of Minato. Hi. I will inform the council because they have already gathered there." "Danzo, what are you praying at? You better not get any hopes up." As after notifying for half an hour that Minato and Kushina both were out of trouble, as Kushina was awakened, as Naruto was in her arms, Hiruzen made his way towards the council chamber. As he arrived, Danzo spoke. "It seems Minato passed away," as he smirked inside. "All as he planned." "No, he's alive. Thankfully. That is good." "What about his wife, Kushina?" "He's alive. She's alive as well, and so is their son. So it means that the boys are in their possession." "What do you mean possession? They are the child's parents and have every right, Danzo." "What are you praying at? I don't understand it." "The child is now our asset. Their parents have no claim over it," said Hamura. Hamura. "I knew you would double-cross me one day, because I've been keeping quite a close eye on all three of you. And believe me, I don't like one bit what you're doing. So let me get this straight out, in front of the whole council, shall we? You are saying that the child, an Uzumaki clan member nonetheless, the heir to the Uzumaki clan, is the possession of this village now?" "Yes, that's pretty much sums it up," said Danzo, "because he has the QB. Stop right there, Danzo. Stop right there in your tracks. You know as much as I know, and that these two shitheads know," he said, pointing towards Hamura and Koharu, which were shocked, "that only an Uzumaki is capable of holding the Biju back, keeping it at bay. If there are no Uzumakis, if the QB is sealed inside any other child, the child body will explode because of such excessive chakra. Are you out of your mind? And plus, to control the QB and extract its powers, one person has to have any emotions, and you will make him into a motionless drone, Danzo, which will be more dangerous," Hiruzen said, with more conviction and anger in his voice. Luckily, the civilian council was hearing this and were understanding everything. "But Hokage-sama, shouldn't we get... The Biju will reform, with its memory and its complete power. Next time there will be no Uzumaki there to stop it. What will you do then? And for killing the child of the said heroes, don't you think that he will want revenge on you as well? Who's going to stop him? Bury him if not QB then," said Hiruzen, as in his mind he smirked. He had played with them all along, giving them a big Uno reverse card and slapping their all accusation on their faces, just giving them to shove up their asses. It felt good to be the professor for once in a while. Now if you have any other things to discuss, I will be leaving. I will have to attend to Naruto-kun because his parents are still ill. Minato is still unconscious, but Kushina has awoken. I have to go there now. This meeting is adjourned." As the clan heads made their way towards them. "Oh, and Hamura, Koharu, there's no need for you to visit from tomorrow onwards. You are stripped from your titles as the Konoha's elders, and as are you, Danzo. And Anbu have been sent to your so-called hideout. They have already executed all my plans, in which they involved killing all of your root members, and saving those who are deemable and worthy to be saved." Danzo's eyes widened as he gritted his teeth. "How could you?" As he fired air bullets at it. But before he could do anything, there was another Hiruzen which pierced a sword of Kusanagi through his heart. As that Hiruzen turned into Orochimaru. "Welcome back, Orochimaru." "It's good to be back, Sensei." "I guess your plan did work, Orochimaru, but it did turn you into a traitor." "Yes, I'm here for my reward. Even though I hate you, Sensei, for what you did, and how you displayed me as a traitor, I still can't, well, think of my home being destroyed. It is my home that I love." "Isn't that right, Uncle?" "Hi, Sensei." Now be a good girl and guide outside until I discuss some matters with my sensei. Hi, sensei. As uncle left, she knew everything that occurred with Orochimaru. Orochimaru was an innocent shinobi, a loyal one. He did perform experiments, but with Hiruzen's consent, on those who were death row inmates only. And many of the experiments were groundbreaking and helpful for their village. He was the one who invented the chakra pills and soldier pills, nonetheless, and many other things. He also gave Anko a curse mark, which was none other than just a body amplifier to amplify chakra and health. That's all he did, nothing else. As for his immortality, he had already gotten it down thanks to the shadow clones, or blood clones, and then transferring his consciousness already. Orochimaru and Hiruzen were talking to each other as to what they should do next. So, Orochimaru, what is your next plan? Are you going to move back to the village to reinstate as a shinobi? No, sensei. I found out about an organization, Akatsuki. It doesn't sound good. How so? Their main aim is to collect bijus. As Hiruzen's eyes widened, that can't be good. How many? All of them, sensei. Orochimaru said. So you're going undercover there? Yes. Jiraiya has a plan that he discussed with me a while back. He wants me to go as a rogue there, to join their gallery of rogue shinobi, because I am still a rogue to the eyes of the world. I see. Be careful, Orochimaru. You can save that, sensei. I am strong shinobi, you know, and that strength threat criminal, he said with sarcasm, as Hiruzen chuckled. Good to know. Goodbye, sensei, he said as Orochimaru dropped into mud. It was a mud clone all along. As Ananbu appeared to burn the bodies of Amura, Koharu, and Danzo, the three traitors, as Hiruzen made his way towards the hospital room, where Minato has woken up, as the family of three were chuckling with each other, as Kagashi was also there, keeping guard, as he revealed what occurred. Really? Our little baby saved our lives? Ah, isn't our little Naruto our hero, as Naruto chuckled at his mother's antics. But really, how it could be possible? I have already called Tsunade back to check upon him. He might have a voice Genkai, if I am correct. Wasn't there a clan known as Canary Clan, which were renowned for their voice Genkai? With their loud shrieks, they could burst the eardrums of many shinobis in one go. Yeah, I know, said Kushina. Do you think Naruto has some relation to that, or Minato even as well? I don't know, Kushi-chan. I don't think that. I'm just a normal civilian, as far as I can remember. True, it can't be possible, because Minato, you were an orphan when we found you. As Minato nodded, he still was quite interested, as a letter was delivered to Tsunade, who was on her travel inside Kiri at the time. As she made her way towards back Konoha, thanks to reverse summon, as she was now at the Konoha gates, with her shinobi speed, she entered the Hokage room, where an envoy alerted her and guided her towards the room. As he dropped down, Kage-sama, Tsunade-sama has entered your office suddenly, and now she's making her way here. Good to know. Thank you. Bring her here, please. As suddenly, Tsunade stomped her. What the hell is wrong with you, sensei? Why did you cut off my budget? And what do you mean that if I don't come back right now, you will mark me as a nukenin? It was a prank, Tsunade. Sensei, really? That's not nice. Yeah, I don't play clean, Tsunade. Well, the thing is that Kushina gave birth. Ah, Kushi-chan. As she rushed towards Kushina and examined her. Lie down, please. As after examining her and healing her already exhausted reserves, Kushina was back to her normal health. Thanks, Ba-chan. As Kushina was bonked on the head. Itai, that hurts, Ba-chan. I'm a grown-up girl. As Tsunade had a tick mark. Really, Kushina? You could call me older sister, you know. You're old, Ba-chan. As Tsunade grew another tick mark as Kushina chuckled. Ma, already. Sorry, I'm sorry. So, why did you call me here, sensei? I want you to examine this child. He's Kushina's and Minato's. As Tsunade's eyes widened. Really? Congratulations, Kushina. I didn't know. He never visited, sensei. How could you know? As Tsunade looked away, as did Kushina, because both were hurt. As Kushina pleaded Tsunade to stay because she was her sensei, but she didn't. She left after Dan died. And she was left alone. But thankfully, after that, Minato and she confessed and hit it off. She wasn't alone anymore after that incident. as the other then clan heads who were there visited one by one, thanks to, well, pleading to their Hokages and congratulated their Kage and his wife and their son. As they left, then Sonata came back with the result as she was already taking the blood sample. It is quite astonishing. This child, he has infinite chakra. What? I can't measure his chakra. Our machine to measure chakra is broken. I used another one and it broke as well. Which comes to a conclusion that this child has infinite chakra. And not only that, he might have possible many Gekkeigenkais. What do you mean? He can copy any Gekkeigenkai and use it as he wills. He can do any kind of jutsu, taijutsu, kinjutsu, fuinjutsu, heck, even Iryo ninjutsu. He can be anything in this world, which is quite terrifying and good at the same time. True, that is, but he will be nothing else than a hero, I'm sure of it. If he's Kaki's son or anything, said another voice. As the said man climbed through the window, it was none other than Jiraiya of the Sani. So, congratulations, Kaki. How you been, Sensei? Hey, nice to meet you too, Tsunade and Kushina. Hello, Jiraiya, both women said, with dead tone. Aw, I'm hurt. How could you say that to me? Pervert, said Kushina, as they were surprised what Naruto said. Perv. As they all looked towards Naruto, as Jiraiya face folded. Oh, come on, you're teaching the kid to call me perv? He's like what? Hours old already? Hey, wait a minute. Usually the children that are born sorely can't speak. How can this be possible? Maybe it was just a fluke, that's all, said Hiruzen, trying to calm the situation down. On the inside, Naruto was floating as the baby glared at the giant fox, as the fox was quite surprised and still had a ringing sound in its ears. What do you want, child? I'll rip you to shreds because of what you did to me. As the QB slitted eyes opened, as what happened next surprised the QB even, as the same amount of killer intent was released from the baby with the slitted eyes, same as QB inside of his eyes, with thickened whisker marks appearing as well. How can this be possible? It's my own killer intent. This child. What kind of child is this? Or is it even a child? Damn it. Damn you, Minato. What kind of monster did you bind me to this time? As we go outside, Naruto slept peacefully. Time passed. As it was already 15 years later, Naruto had become a Genin and went on to become a part of Team 7, the legacy of his father, as he was once a part of that team, and then he guided the team. And his father's student, Kakashi Harake, who was the only student alive at the time, became his sensei, alongside his two other teammates, Sakura Haruno, a civilian girl, and Sasuke Uchiha, the second heir to the Uchiha clan. As he was quite arrogant, but his arrogance was broken out once Naruto showed him the fancy eyes that his clan was renowned to. He also showed the Hyuga that he also had the same pale eyes as them, who he could use more efficiently. He also had copied a much evolved version of the Mangekyo, Eternal One, and the much evolved version of the Byakugan as well, the Tenseigan, which literally made every clan shit bricks from their asses, because Naruto could copy and evolve every Gekkeigenkai. It was no surprise when it was found out at the age of 15 that he had awoken the legendary dojutsu of the Sage of the Six Paths himself, the Rinnegan. Naruto has the power beyond anyone now. He was so powerful that he once Eva planned to attack Konoha as Konoha Crush has occurred, but this time led by Suna only. And after 2 months, Eva struck again, this time with all their forces, as Naruto, with a single almighty push, devastated all of their army, which earned him the name, the Merciless. Naruto wasn't that. He wasn't cold-hearted bastard as Eva played him to be. He was a nice person who loved nature and everything. After the whole army's destruction and devastation, he healed the forest with his Gekkeigenkai, the Gekkeigenkai of Shodai nonetheless, which was none other than the Mokedan. On the other hand, Akatsuki, well, realized this and they were quite scared to face Naruto as well, even Pain because he found out that Naruto also possessed the Rinnegan thanks to Zetsu. On the other side, those Otsuzukis that came to visit, well, this world also felt that power beyond anything. They were afraid that a human with such power will destroy their clan, so they left. Let the plan drop and the planet be unattended. They didn't want to get involved with this entity. They had to wait. But they had another thing coming when they found out that Naruto was immortal. Thanks to Orochimaru and his testing alongside Tsunade to figure out how many Kagegenkais can Naruto copy, it was revealed it was unlimited, infinite. His chakra level infinite, power level infinite, Kagegenkai copied and can be copied infinite. He can make his own Kagegenkais if he wanted to. And he did. He mixed the lava release with the ashbone of the Kaguya clan, and henceforth the lava spears that could burn your body to crisp and turn your soul into ashes. The most dangerous weapons. Naruto was still experimenting, and he even mixed the Byakugan and the Sharingan. He made the Byaku Sharingan, the 360 version of the Sharingan, which was more lethal than anything. And many of the clans tried to compilate his techniques, but they always failed. The child was either, well, born with deficiency or blind. Then they stopped because they didn't want anyone to suffer what they had. Naruto already was recognized as the strongest shinobi, so the Akatsuki saw him as a threat, and they band up together, many rogue shinobis and samurais and all, to march towards Naruto. As they made their way towards Naruto, Naruto activated his Susanoo. They have also revived many legendary shinobis, Madara Uchiha, and many Kages from the past. All fall to Naruto because of his gloriness and awesomeness. Naruto Susanoo was more faster, stronger, and lethal. Madara somehow gathering a chunk of Bijus and Ginkaku brothers who ate Kyuubi's part and earned themselves the Kyuubi's chakra, revived the weak form of Ten Tails. What happened next was quite devastating. Naruto copied the Ten Tails powers, and his Rinnegan Sharingan has eyes as well, blood-red eyes with 9 tomos on each. Naruto's hair for a moment turned white. The third eye opened as well. That was also Rinnegan Sharingan, but black. As his palms opened to reveal 2 black more Rinnegan Sharingans. As Naruto destroyed and literally ripped apart the Ten Tails. As Cube on the other side in the moon, Kaguya was feeling everything and was shivering there. Naruto knew who his bride was going to be, how wrong she has been to involved and indulge in her own darkness. Naruto ripped apart the whole Akatsuki anew, as now there was none to be alive. All of them were exterminated, dead. The other villages feared him, so they band up together as well after 8 months of peace, and dashed towards Naruto to execute him alongside the Jinchurikis. But after seeing Naruto, as strong as he was, standing alone in front of many armies, he made shadow clones. Infinite chakra, how many shadow clones do you want? The armies, well, whole populace that was there, the whole army was that of 10 million shinobis, and Naruto made 20 million clones, all using Susanoo, perfect Susanoo. The destruction was devastating. Almost 70% of the population of the whole elemental nation died that day at the hands of only one man, Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, known as the Destroyer, the Merciless, the God of Destruction. Many titles were given to him. The Bijus and the Jinchurikis were freed and were given another chance to go back to their villages, rule it with peace. He doesn't want to fight. He was nonetheless the Earth's guardian. If they wanted to wage war, he will interfere and destroy both sides, either being right or being wrong. After listening to their situation, he will decide and be the judge. Playing God, as the mortal will say it, but he had the power and he could do it. He also turned his parents immortal and the girl he liked, which was none other than Hinata. He didn't know why, but he felt attraction towards her. The girl in itself was quite meek and quite an amateur shinobi. She didn't have the willpower and will always stutter. But he didn't knew. He still remembered in the tuning exams when she was almost brought to death by her cousin. Naruto ripped him to shreds, almost, well, breaking him to the point of no repair in the tuning exams, humiliating him beyond anything, making him cry and eat his own words and such on, and making him apologize to Hinata. Everyone was quite scared of Naruto's powers and his anger, and vowed that he will never get on his bad side. As for Hinata, he visited her and healed her, as he did to Neji, which earned great gratitude from the whole Hyuga clan. And Naruto also broke their seals and executed those who still went against him, ripping their heads off with a single swipe of his hand, with wind chakra encoded. As the whole Hyuga family was united, thanks to his so-called judgment. Was he a tyrant? A dictator? Who cares? Until the peace prevails, all that it matters, nothing else. He wanted this world to be safe for his loved ones. Nothing else matters to him anymore. He also heard about the Otsuzukis from none other than Kurama himself, because the QB was quite happy with what Naruto did, putting those dirtbags in their places. They thought that they had the power to do whatever they wished, and now they knew that there was a more powerful being there to watch over their actions and judge them. So they feared him, left him to his own devices, and gathered their resources to well develop their village, and had some alliances to never be broken again. For the first time, Shinobi had honor, and that is what they're going to keep. Naruto then had the end of the flashback, as in his arms were none other than Hinata Hyuga, who was a beautiful woman now at the age of 18, as was Naruto, who was an immortal, and was carrying their immortal child, Boruto. Her eyes were that of electric, but yet still pale. She had the Tensegan, and her skin was paler than before. Not that Naruto minded, he loved her. Kaguya was still trapped there, and the Otsutsuki clan, scared and shitting bricks in their pants, to see that they now never can get their failed experiment, the 10 tails, back from that world, or chakra, as of that matter. It was lost to them, and they couldn't do anything about it, as the whole world was at peace under Naruto's tyrant rule. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing out. Peace.